What's up, everybody? I wanted to make a pre-market analysis video. I'm just now getting to this because I've been super busy this morning. But today we have Tesla earnings after the market closes, and then we have orange folder news at 10, orange folder at 10:30, and then yellow at 12, yellow at 2. So hopefully there's some volatility today. But with Tesla earnings coming out after close today, I feel like the market may be a little choppy. I'm not sure, but that's just what I'm predicting. So right now I'm looking at QQQ. I'm just going to analyze the daily time frame right here. We have a bullish fair value gap holding bullish, and go into the 4-hour. So like right now what I'm looking at are external highs and lows. Like what are highs and lows that can be taken out? I don't really see anything on the daily so far. On the 4-hour. Alright, so right here, this took out this high. This was yesterday. This was Tuesday. Tuesday took out this high right here. It looks like price may want to push down and take out one of these. I think the draw on liquidity could be one of these lows right here. And if is that an equal low right there? I mean, I guess that would be a relative equal low. Maybe price will want to come down and retrace back over here, sweep it before moving up. But for fair value gaps, I do not see any that would match with my confidence. I mean, I could mark this one, but I feel like we're going to be moving bearish today. I don't know. I'm just not going to mark it. I'm going to keep that in the back of my head. So now zooming into the 1 hour, seeing where we are. I honestly think with how price is moving, this 1 hour is holding bearish right here. Look at that. Very, very small. This one is holding bearish. So mark that as 1 hour. After that, we have a retracement and then push down pre-market. So I'm just going to be looking at any of these lows right here to be taken. So I'm going to turn the magnet on, and right now what I'm looking for are just drawn liquidities. Like I said, I am bearish today, but I'm going to be looking to take a bullish move. The reason being is because if we're bearish, then we can come down to one of these lows, sweep it before we make a move up. Usually that's how I trade. Relative equals right there. That's gonna look good. This is kind of my strategy. So let's mark out those. I'm gonna zoom into the. I don't really use a 15-minute, but I'm gonna look at the 15-minute real quick just to see. This fair value gap is still holding bearish, and honestly, we may, depending on how prices like moving today, I may just take puts because I could get on the continuation, but depending on how price is moving, because if we're sweeping out these lows right here, these internal lows, I just don't want to. I don't want to see a continue. I don't want to predict a continuation. I want to get in because if price wants to sweep this low and come back up, I'm 100% taking that. But I'm not gonna like wait for price to come down to this area and then just take puts, because right here, this is yesterday's. It wasn't yesterday's low, but it was. I mean, it was a low, so price could easily retrace back into it and then push up. Going to the 5-minute. All of these fair value gaps seem to be holding bearish right now. There's a little 5-minute right there. Another 5-minute right here, holding bearish. The only thing I don't really see is a liquidity sweep. I don't see a pre-market liquidity sweep. And that is usually what I would want to see. Did this even come to equilibrium? Yeah. Came to discount. It can move down. So, I mean, I am bearish. I will 100% say with confidence I am bearish for market open. But I think we could come down, retrace to one of these lows, and then make a huge move up to take out more external liquidity. And then, usually with these pre-market analysis videos, I don't even go to the 5 minute most of the time. I just look at the higher time frame. But for the sake of the video and the market already being open, I'm just gonna go ahead and look at the 5 minute. Usually SPY and QQQ move the same, so hopefully we can see relatively same setup. This is on the weekly right here. Price could want to retrace back to this weekly fair value gap. I'm just going to mark it in case. But things like this are very important because the higher time frame is going to hold higher power. That's something I did not understand at first, and I would make a bias without looking at the higher time frame. And I would trade in high time frame fair value gaps and things like that. And because I didn't have good conviction, then I'd always lose my trades because I didn't really know what to look for. On this daily, I don't see much. I mean, there's a fair value gap right here, but that's also in this weekly fair value gap. So this is all one big fair value gap. I'm not going to mark the daily gap. Go to the 4 hour. I don't really see any sweeps. Like, I'm going to be honest. If we saw like pre-market come up and take out yesterday's high or like take out one of these highs, I would 100% be bullish. I'd be bearish. And then I would look for puts more than likely until we take out further liquidity. But right now I'm looking for external highs and lows that we can take out before we can make a push up or push down. Right now, it looks like it could make a move lower and retrace towards this weekly fair value gap. So that being said, what I'm going to look for are areas of liquidity to the downside that could be taken. We could take out, was that yesterday's pre-market low? We could take out last Wednesday's low. We could even take out this low right here. And if we could take out this low right here and then make a move up, that will look great because one, this weekly fair value gap is going to still be holding bullish. A liquidity sweep right here is going to be an amazing setup to take calls. But I'm going to zoom in right here to the 1 hour. I don't think I saw any important fair value gap. That one got invalidated. Yeah, I don't really see much. On the 1 hour. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so right here, we have equal lows. There's going to be a ton of liquidity right here because price never swept it. So what I'm anticipating is for a push down, which is only $1.20, and on SPY, that's like SPY can easily move that. I think we can come down and take out these equal lows before we make a move up. Now, obviously, with more confluence, then I could take calls on that, but I'm going to be patient. Yeah, I don't really see many 1 hour fair value gaps that could be used as confluence. So I'm going to zoom into the 15-minute here. This 15-minute bearish fair value gap is holding bearish currently, which I think be a good confluence. Is lining up with my bias. Now I'm not going to, more than likely I'm not going to take a trade on this bias right here. I'm going to wait for price to move because whenever I make a bias, I literally, like, I would say 75% of the time whenever I make a bias, I do not take a trade until my bias is actually happening in the market. If I see, if I see this right here, I am bearish, and I'm going to wait for price to make the bearish move, and then take calls because I just said I'm going to take calls today, based on what I have been given, based on what the market is giving me. I can see calls right here. Could I see puts? 100%. Right here, we have a great setup for puts. We have a breakout structure from yesterday's thing right here. Breakout structure. This 15-minute fair value gap is holding bearish. I could 100% take calls on this. Now the market just opened, so I'm not going to. But, you know, I could use that for puts, but I'm not going to. I could use that for puts and target these equal lows down here. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait to see a move down and then anticipate the move up. That's all I'm doing. Right here, Yeah, these closes are beautiful. This is rejecting this 50-minute. This is showing us that sellers are in the holy shit. That sellers are in control, and we are going to make a move down. I'm anticipating a move down until take out these lows right here, these lows, or retrace into this weekly fair value gap. Then based off of that, I'll take a trade. Today we have Tesla earnings. Usually I don't even trade Tesla, but for the video, there's a huge gap right here. Gap right here. I would want to see a liquidity sweep down here before we make a move up, because this right here, this is going to need to get filled sometime. But we've just been chopping. Like, this range is buns. Well, it's $10 range, but this just looks choppy right here. Now I'm not looking at the internal model, but looking at the external model, this just looks choppy. Based off of this, I would want to see a liquidity sweep to push us up. Even it could be like yesterday's low, Monday's low got swept. Yeah, I mean that has potential to go up. Yeah, and like I'm gonna be honest, I don't even have a bias. Like maybe if this 1 hour gets inverse, we could see a move up, followed by a break of structure. Because if this 1 hour wants to close, it'll close in 15 minutes. Followed by this break right here, we could potentially see an upside move. And this could move up and take out maybe one of these highs, make a move lower, and then continue to move up. That is what I would look for. And then to take out this gap as well. But I've never made a pre-market analysis video. I just wanted to make a little video real quick on these ETFs that I trade. Hopefully this video may have helped a little bit, but hopefully I can take a trade today and make a video on it, because the last couple of days the price action has been terrible. Either that or I just don't take a trade because I'm not 100% confident in a trade. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.